Jared Petty here for IGN, joined by
Vince Ingenito.
And we're whispering because we're about to get a whole bunch of fanfare. Ah!
Oh my God!
Look at that!
It's the 70s.
It's Super Star Wars for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. That's right. IGN Play Star Wars returns with the visceral, seminal classic. All right, so, you know,
It's a mixed bag of visceral visuals and transcendent things. I don't know.
Okay, you write reviews. Are these things you use in reviews?
No, these are things you should never use in reviews.
Okay, terms you should never use in reviews. All right, so it's hard to believe it's only been 7 years. All right, no, there we are. So here we have the crawl, the credits here. Guys, I know this doesn't look like a lot now, but when this came out, this was
mind-blowing. It really was mind-blowing.
So many colors. So let's jump right into the action here.
Sure.
This is Super Star Wars, loosely based on the film of the same name. And here we have the famous Star Wars opening. Imperial Star Destroyer
This was
there.
so cool back then, like how they recreated the opening of A New Hope in like in kind of a cinematic. That was so cool.
Yep, although they did just break canon there by having the escape pod launch from the Carillion Corvette before.
Right,
being
before,
pulled.
right.
All right, so there he is. Oh, look, Luke looks really confused here.
What do you mean here?
Yeah.
Luke always looks confused. That's like Luke's thing.
That is true. I mean, the guy is really. I mean, this is what happens when you're on your way to Tachi Station to get some power converters.
And when you do a whole lot of drugs in the 80s as well.
That's right. That as well. So yeah, you may not remember this scene from Star Wars, but this is the very important scene where Luke fights birds and scorpions on his way to pick up the droids. Luke also, wow, really just blasting away.
Yeah, he's got an itchy trigger finger.
He does, really does. So there he is in his pajamas. This is pajama Luke. But yeah, Luke does look confused all the time, doesn't he, Vince?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Luke is probably... I mean, I love Star Wars. I grew up with Star Wars. Very big Star Wars fan. But it's like Luke is definitely the least interesting and, like, kind of most, like, confused and out-of-place character in Star Wars. He's just kind of, like... I guess he's kind of a stand-in for the audience or something. I don't know.
He is. Well, he's the Joseph Campbell young hero.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
He's the mythic hero. We're putting our face on him. The hero of 1,000 faces and all that.
I don't want to know anything about dragons that pop out of the
power up, blaster power up.
I don't know what these guys.
Look at that. Oh, okay. You remember when the blasters in Star Wars shot fire?
Oh yeah, that happened a lot.
Yeah. Also when hearts came out of things. Okay, wow, there are a lot. You know.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with those. Bye.
He's just outrunning every area in the level here. I don't know what's supposed to. Ah, there's a sandworm coming out here. Now where's Paul Atreides? All right, because we got to get there yet. All right, so yeah, but Luke, yeah, he kind of a doofus. I really do think that very first scene where we meet Luke is wow. When you kill scorpions, they blow up and become little scorpions.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. It's kind of terrifying.
That is a little scary. If that happened in real life, I wouldn't know what to think. Scorpions are terrifying anyway. But you know, in the first scene where they introduce Luke, right? So you get that you see Luke, like, you know, Aunt Beru's like, Luke, and that John Williams score clicks in and boom, 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 boom.
And you're like, wow, I'm supposed to care about this person.
And you do
because the music just makes you.
Yeah, and
the music just forces you. You're like, I must care.
And you see him, and then the first thing out of his mouth is, I'm not going to touch your station. It gets a power converter.
And you're like, God, I don't even know what a power converter is, but I bet you it's really, really a wussy thing to get.
So here we are rushing across the desert with Luke. So how is this game, Vince? Is this a good game? We played some great games. We played some terrible games on IGN Play Star Wars. So far, how's this one?
I think that this is okay. So I haven't played this game in a long time. I played it back when it first came out in the 90s. Back then, it seemed quite solid to me, and honestly, so far, I would say it's aged better than I thought it would. I'm actually, and I'm putting this up to a high standard right now because I've actually been playing a lot of Metal Slug 3 on my Vita recently, and we all know that Metal Slug 3 is like pretty much the best of these kinds of games ever.
Yeah. Metal Slug. If somebody wants to take the Metal Slug X camp, I'm okay with that as well.
Yeah. That's acceptable.
But yeah, Metal Slug 3 is kind of the gold standard.
Yeah, and so like oh god, this is a bad one. Yeah, Sarlacc Pit Monster got me. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of Metal Slug 3. So for this to like feel not totally like trash.
Yeah.
For this to not feel like a trash game when I've been playing that game is pretty impressive.
It's got a great use of color. The NES had a wonderful, diverse color palette, and they did a really
much more so than the Genesis.
Absolutely, yeah. The Genesis, I mean, fine system, but only what 512 colors.
Yeah, very limited technically.
And couldn't do a lot. And a lot of those were not great colors for bright games. And SNES could do a lot more with that. Also, that incredible Sony sound chip, producing just these wonderful, wonderful tunes here that are playing. The sound effects in this game are really good. This blaster shots, the music in the background.
Yeah, when you make contact with an enemy, that deep booming, like.
Yeah, really just good. Oh, giant.
Yeah.
Ah, he splits into two. Man, that doesn't make any sense. What's happening there?
He's got a really high midichlorian count. That probably has something to do with it.
You just shut up.
Shut your dumb mouth, Vince.
Midichlorians do not exist in this universe. All right.
Scorpions do.
Scorpions do. It kind of looks like he's using the blaster pistol that he grabs from the guy in Jabba's palace in Jedi, which doesn't make sense timeline-wise. But you look at the oh, there we go. You get the flamethrower again. Wow, you go a long way back before the Sarlacc.
Yeah. Well, this is the design school of the '90s. You know.
Yeah, that's true. The checkpoints. What are those?
Yeah, what are those? Exactly. Screw you.
Yeah.
We're gonna waste all your time.
Yeah. There's a timer on this, guys. I just noticed that. Wow, you actually have effect flame there. I love that the life bar is a lightsaber. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's so thematic.
Okay, so here are the Sarlacc pit. Do you think Boba Fett's going to jump out halfway through the fight?
Unlikely.
Unlikely? Yeah.
I'm going to say probably not.
Are you of the school of thought that says that Boba Fett is amazing or that he's a bumbling hero?
He's overrated. I mean,
yeah.
I like Boba Fett. I mean, okay, says the guy who's got a lampshade of like Boba Fett's helmet.
Oh, you have a Boba Fett lampshade?
Yes, I do.
Is this in your home?
Yeah, this is in my apartment.
Wow.
You've probably seen it and just not realized it.
Oh my gosh, your girlfriend allows this?
Yeah, she actually got it for me.
Oh wow. Okay, that's kind of bodacious. And here we have Luke doing his flip. So we may talk more about Luke flips later. So yeah, we do a fair bit of Star Wars coverage here at IGN. Most of us here in the office are fans. We're getting excited for The Force Awakens right now.
What's that?
The Force Awakens. That's this here movie that's coming out.
Nah,
you might have heard about it.
Lies.
Yeah, there's apparently it's directed by that J.J. Abrams of Yore. Yeah.
Of Yore.
Yeah, there's going to be a big three-toed monster in it. We're never going to find out what happened with that. But yeah, we got anyway, IGN Wikis, we do a lot of Star Wars coverage there. If you want to write about Star Wars, it's a good place to do it. Write a note on my wall. Let me know
I'm
you're
concerned about my health levels going into this boss fight.
Yeah, I'm thinking these Scorpions are really taking their toll here. All right, we're gonna get one more chance at the Sarlacc here. All right, this is it. No pressure, Vince, but if you don't kill this Sarlacc, then the galaxy will end.
Nah, that's fine.
What I can't figure out is this is supposed to be the first movie, right? So if you kill the Sarlacc right now, then how do you fight the Sarlacc in Return of the Jedi?
That's a great question.
Yeah, because that doesn't make sense. Okay, where's he going to pop up? Okay, good. So far away.
He went mid again. Okay.
All right, Vince, you're doing well. Look at this. You're shooting with the flame gun. All right, so he's going to come over towards you. And watch for them tentacles. Uh-oh, he's going to be right next to you. Oh, no. This is unfortunate. All right, is he still coming your way? Where's he at? Ah, there we go. Nice.
Little Jedi flip out of the way.
The Jedi flip. It's all right. Luke, again, something Brian Albert and I have observed. Luke doesn't really seem to learn his Jedi flips until Empire Strikes Back when Yoda teaches him.
So close.
All right, well.
The galaxy is lost.
That's okay. The galaxy is lost. Darth Vader wins. Even though we have another life, there's confused-looking Luke. So, for more Star Wars stuff, we hope you'll check us out on IGN. Let us know in the comments what you think of Super Star Wars and what IGN Play Star Wars games you'd like to see next. And for everything in a galaxy far, far away.
And Jedi flips.
Stay with your friends here at Ye Old IGN. Bye-bye.